What's up, everybody? It's Jarrell with the Soul District Business Association for our first ever Soul-Ful Thursday with cool vendors, live music, and promoting health and wellness. What's up, everybody? It's Jarrell, and we're here at Soul-Ful Thursdays. Can you tell us your name and the name of your organization?
Hi, I'm Shalea Lewis. My store name is Strong, Independent, and Powerful, aka SIP.
My name is Denise Williams. The name of my organization is Confronting the Storm.
My name is Jermaine Hankins. I represent Go Hard MMA and Fitness.
My name is Jovelyn Hardy, owner and operator of Healing from the Heart.
What inspired you to pursue a career in health and fitness?
My journey started from when my grandmother was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Basically, she needed a lifestyle change, and I did everything I could to provide that. From there, I tried to make her smoothies and just more healthy, organic things. And then I developed health issues to where I couldn't swallow food as much, so I decided to take a healthier approach on my eating and lifestyle overall. And I found sea moss a couple years after developing that, so with the sea moss and smoothies, it has me here now.
What is your experience and specialization in treating specific mental health issues?
I've been working in the field of mental health and addictions for about 27 years. So most of my work was with the male population. I work a lot with the homeless, but I work a lot in transition programs, like to help people that were transitioning from incarceration back into the system and back into society. Just whatever their needs were, and then if they needed some type of recovery program to engage in, I work with them independently until they got themselves together and got a job and just felt comfortable again.
Can you tell me about your background and experience in the fitness industry?
I've been training and competing in mixed martial arts. Well, I competed in mixed martial arts for 3 years. Got injured, fell asleep at the wheel and hit a pole in Las Vegas going like 75 miles an hour. I said 90. 75 miles an hour, fell asleep, and my foot accelerated on the gas, and I ran into a pole. Messed up my career, but gave me a newfound in being a coach.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you found something, so you can still stay in the industry, yeah. How long have you been practicing yoga and reiki, and how did you first get introduced to them?
There was a bad snowstorm here, well, I should say ice storm, back in 2019, and I fell and almost broke my tailbone. So I applied for what they call FLMA at work, and they denied me. And I was in pain and barely can walk for weeks at work. And my doctor told me I should try looking into acupuncture, yoga, or either any type of holistic practitioner. And that's how I discovered yoga. And I think that was about, almost 20 years ago. And I've been practicing for a while, but it made me become a yoga instructor. So I've been a yoga instructor the last 2 years. And then I found out about Reiki, I say around 2012. Unfortunately, my mother passed away in 2012, and I was experiencing anxiety and insomnia, and I never knew that what grief did to the body. And those modalities helped me with my grief and loss. So I do Reiki, yoga, and as you see, the vibrational sound bowls. And I got introduced to those about like 4 years ago, and then I became a practitioner 2 years ago.
What are the nutritional benefits of using sea moss in your products?
With sea moss, you get natural energy. It's an immunity boost. It helps your hair grow. It helps with thyroid, cholesterol. It even helps with cavities. You can use it as a facial. You can bathe with it. It has numerous benefits. When you add it into your foods, it is a really big thing for weight loss, though. Weight loss and energy is like key. When you add it in teas, smoothies, soups, oatmeal, applesauce. Yeah.
What are some mental health issues you've seen entrepreneurs face as they're running their business?
A lot of times people run, I think the biggest thing is probably financial. You know, people, you don't know, even myself, I don't know how much I should like purchase for whatever I'm doing, or whether or not I should engage in a particular program or whatever, because you're unaware. When you're starting out, you're unaware of what you should and shouldn't do. So it's good to have advice. It's good to have a mentor and advice. It's a big deal, but I think a lot of stress and a lot of pressure and financial is the biggest thing.
How do you assess and tailor your training programs to meet the individual's needs and goals for your clients?
You know, each individual is different based on what their needs may be. I have people who come to me for mixed martial arts, boxing, Muay Thai kickboxing, or jiu-jitsu. And a lot of times, depending on what it may be, we just fit that regimen around what that individual is looking for.
How do you create an inclusive environment for people of all backgrounds and experience levels?
Well, my business, Healing from the Heart, first I started off doing what we call pro bono services for veterans. My father's a Vietnam veteran, and I spent a little time in the military. And at first that was my focus, and I gave them free treatments, and that was the counseling. But for the last couple of years, I've been having a lot of the African-American community who have a hard time finding counselors for mental health. But not only that, just education on how to treat trauma. So I provide services for everybody. My focus, though, is on the African-American community, especially African-American males. I raised 2 sons who are 33 and 30, and just seeing some of the things that they have experienced in life and some of the things that I've experienced in life from childhood trauma, and just trying to learn how to heal from that.
Can you provide examples of how you have helped clients achieve significant improvements in their health through your products or your courses?
I can. I offer a 3, 5, and 7 day smoothie diet plan. People have done this and they have lost between 8 to 15 pounds within 2 weeks. And also, I also give a discount to all cancer patients. I have a few of them who are going through chemo, and they really struggle with the energy after chemo. So I make sure that I deliver it to them for free, and I give them a half off discount on all the smoothies. So that's a really big thing for me. That's my passion, truly. So I try to let people know how easy it is to intertwine sea moss into your natural diet and into your lifestyle.
Can you provide examples of how you have successfully helped clients overcome challenges or achieve their therapy goals?
Well, that goes back to why I started this business. I started this business a few years ago because of COVID. And my goal was to help a few people while they were struggling, because there was so much going on with COVID. Like, there was so much uncertainty, and people were losing relatives and friends, and people were out of work, and everything was shut. And it was just kind of like a panic situation. And so I felt like, okay, so what can I do to help? And I was getting ready to retire, so I thought, okay, well, I can at least try to help, just try to help people, see what I can do. And I know that money was an issue again at that point, because jobs were shut down, people weren't working. People were like, they were like laid off from work, and it was difficult. And so I started providing basically cost-free counseling for anyone that couldn't afford it. And basically, I think it helped a lot of people because they were struggling with what to do. And from there on, I realized that people were having other problems even after COVID. So this is going into almost my 3rd year. So in answer to your question, the obstacles, it's like everybody has something going on. Every single one of us has something going on. And so what I do is I just, like the quote goes, meet people where they are. If they're comfortable with counseling, individually, I do individually. I have done groups, and a lot of times I'll meet a person at a coffee shop, And a lot of the young people like to text, which I thought was interesting. They don't want to meet with me, but they want to text. So sometimes I text, sometimes I do Zoom, and sometimes we go to a coffee shop. Whatever works for them, whatever they're comfortable with, you know. And interestingly, a lot of people, I don't even know who they are. They contact me and they tell me that they have an issue. They may contact me with on Instagram, or somebody will tell me, and we'll make a phone call and I'll work with them, and I have no idea who they are. And I think that helps people, because there's a lot of I don't know, there's a stigma attached to counseling, and a lot of people are just uncomfortable with it, and I think they feel okay with the fact that I don't know you, you don't know me, so it works.
How do you help clients develop healthy eating habits and make sustainable changes to their diets?
Well, I always tell them to start with one of my smoothies every day. Besides that, so all my smoothies in the store, they come infused with sea moss unless you absolutely don't want it. But besides that, I let people know, like, in your everyday breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can just incorporate the sea moss into anything. And we also have the capsules. So in between meals, during meals, you can take the capsules to incorporate it. I let people know, you know, everybody thinks that eating healthy is so hard and it's just so crazy, but you literally can put sea moss, which is like a multivitamin, into whatever you eat, and it'll give you that boost for the day. You know, you just have to just remember to take it. People that are on the go more, I encourage the capsules because they last for a year, and you can keep them in the car, in the house, wherever you would like, and they won't go bad. So you really don't have an excuse not to take them. Yeah.
How do you ensure the safety of clients during training sessions, particularly when it comes to boxing techniques?
Well, it depends on the individual as well. If the individual is not looking to be a fighter or something like that, then we go with the safest techniques, safest procedures that we could really work with them on. It's really, I have never hurted an individual in training or anything like that. Me teaching someone, I have never hurt someone. You know, as far as someone who's looking to compete, put your mouthpiece in and bite down. You know what I mean? Because it's fighting, you're gonna get hit. And so understanding and having that mental mindset of knowing you're gonna get hit and it's a fight, it makes you be aware, but then not as worried about getting hit. You know what I mean? Because we are not in the business of getting hit. We're in the business of knowing, but we're in the business of defending it. So.
What are the effects Reiki and vibration therapy can have on people's minds and spirit?
Well, I say it's a threefold. So as far as your mind, especially if you're dealing with racing thoughts or either just negative thought patterns, when you strike the bowl, there is a vibration that does an instant reset. And keep in mind, everything with our brain and our central nervous system, it communicates. So if it's saying something's dangerous or I'm in danger and I perceive that thought, but at the same time, it's not really true. It's like, how can I start breathing? How can I start challenging that thought? But not only that, how can I find a place in my body where I feel safe? So the Reiki is outstanding to reset that central nervous system. But not only that, unblock what we call our chakras. That's your mind, you know, that the brain, the third eye, you got your throat, your heart, your sacral, your solex, and then the root chakra, which is where they say we store most of our trauma. So you're dealing with a instant reset. And then with the Reiki is moving and unblocking trauma and blocked energy in your body to get it to move around. But not only that, to get you to feel better.
And the last question I have for you is, can you share any testimonials or stories from previous students who have benefited from your teaching?
Yes, I could have had a couple of them come, so I'm one of them, and I'm gonna say that's how I end up becoming a practitioner. I began getting this treatment myself personally for some childhood trauma that I experienced, but not only that, just injuries through the years, you know, my back and falling and injuring my knee at a time, and I'm just not big on pain pills and a lot of medicines because anytime you get a pill, there's a side effect. And then you have to learn how to deal with the side effect. But with the Reiki and the vibrational sound bowl, there is no side effects. It is basically helping you heal, restore a lot of damaged nervous systems. But not only that, our body is a big cell. That's all it is. But it's restoring your cell, your memory, and your body to be able to heal.
Well, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like it was just like I could feel like the release from like every point of my body, like slowly but surely. Like every vibration and every time she would hit the Reiki, the sound bowl, I felt like something just like kind of just like some stress just kind of felt in my body, like slowly. It was like dripping off. Like I felt really good. I feel really good right now. So yeah. And my last question for you I have is, can you provide examples of how you've helped clients progress and achieve significant results through your coaching?
I mean, we're very much proven. We have from fitness, health and fitness, we have guys who have walked around and weighed 530 pounds, one of our coaches. That coach now weighs under half of that, weighs under 240 pounds now. We have fighters who once weighed 300 pounds. They're fighting at 168 now. We have female champions. Most of our fighters are undefeated. A lot of people have came to us who was insecure about how they felt about themselves, lacked confidence. And those people have been with us for the course of a few years, and you can see the difference within how they feel about themselves, let alone how we see how people respect them as well.
So one last thing, how do people get in contact with your business? How do people reach out to you?
Okay. Well, I'm on Instagram, Jovelyn H Books, but I'm also on Schedulosity. You can look up Healing from the Heart, and you can go on Schedulosity and you can schedule an appointment with me. And my website is www.JAVELIN helps, HELPS, heal.com.
Well, Ms. Hardy, thank you again. There's some really cool stuff you got out. And thanks for being a part of our first ever Soul-Ful Thursday.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, thank you.
My store is located on 3519 Northeast MLK. You can always contact me on my Instagram, Strong, Independent, and Powerful. On Instagram is same on TikTok. And you can just come by, message me, keep track of me through Instagram for updates, and I'm around.
Thank you again, Shalea. This is Sip, Strong, Independent, and Powerful here at Soul-Ful Thursdays.
You can reach us through our Facebook as well as our Instagram. Our website is down at the moment, but excuse me, but you had to be on your head. Or you could come down to the gym. We're on 3rd. We're located on 3rd and Gleason between 3rd and 4th, downtown Portland.
Perfect. And what is your Instagram and your Facebook handle?
Our Facebook and Instagram is Go Hard MMA and Fitness.
Perfect. Y'all check them out. Go Hard MMA. Thanks for being at the first Soul-Ful Thursday.
Thank you, bud.
Yep. Perfect.
You know?
That's great. And the last question I have for you is, how can people reach out to you and get in contact with you for your business services?
Okay, and that's another piece to that, which is funny and interesting. I sell butterscotch cakes to cover the cost of the counseling. And so a lot of times I will do pop-ups and I sell cakes. And I'll on Instagram, you can contact me on Instagram. And a lot of people will come out because they want cake. They want to come out and see what's going on. And so people contact me usually through Instagram. They can email me. I have my information in a lot of coffee shops and a lot of different businesses, but mostly Instagram. And a lot of it also is word of mouth. People will say, hey, I got this person that needs help, and we just connect. And it started out with 24 people in the beginning, and now there's over 1,000 followers, so it's working, And I became nonprofit in December. Now I'm doing events, so it works. For people that need it, it works. Okay.
All right, y'all, that wraps up our first ever Soul-Ful Thursdays. Come back out to the Dream Street Market on August 10th for the next one, and gear up for the MLK Dream Run on September 16th and 17th with the hashtag Eyes on the Prize.